part 3 of Jevonne's repentance process with us being members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. All right, so we left off just having talked to the stake president, and we were literally in the throes of moving here to Arizona. After we spoke with him, he was like, let's just kind of put a pause in it, because he didn't want to start any type of repentance process. Number one, Jevonne didn't want to start nothing. We were going to be leaving, and rather than having to start it there and then have to tell somebody all over again and start everything all new, he's like, why don't you guys just wait until you get to your new ward? So fast forward to we're here in AZ.
We did have some other friends that were close to us come back.
Right. We did. That friend did try to say, you know, at some point you need to think about your repentance process. Like at some point you need to think about that.
I will say this, they came after the stake president.
Babe, it is hot. What did you do?
I didn't do anything, man. He did kind of, I kind of broke down a little bit in front of him.
Yeah.
And was crying because I knew, and he knew that I was hurting. He could see the hurt. If you knew in that moment, you could see the pain physically through the way I looked. I was all skinny. My skin looked all crazy because I was smoking
he was
them
like
cancer
gray.
sticks.
Yeah, his
gray.
lips were
I
all
didn't eat.
blackish,
My lips were
gray.
black.
They weren't black. They were like
dark.
gray. They were dark.
Like dark gray. Yeah, I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't doing. I was almost like a zombie walking. So
fast forward, you know, I didn't want to bring up the whole repentance thing at all because he was so freaking nasty about it, and I didn't think he had changed his heart. Like, I just didn't. Now, I was praying for him the whole time that he would, but I didn't want to bring it up. And so one day I'm sitting there playing with the baby, and he comes off of the balcony and he was like, I think I want to call the bishop. And I was like, for what? Because I wasn't even thinking about repentance.
Yeah, I'm ready to talk to him and go through my repentance process.
I was like, I didn't want to get too excited because I didn't want to like scare him off from wanting to do it. So I was like, oh, really? While on the inside I was like, yes. But he was like, yeah, I think I want to call. And I'm like, okay, well, when are you going to call? And he was like,
now. And I called him up. We had a conversation.
So he set up an appointment for Jevonne to come like immediately over so they could talk. And when he came home from that, he kind of told me, you know, what was going on, that he just basically gave him like a high level. And then after that, that's when I was brought into it. And we talked about things again, just as a couple, and where I stood and what I wanted to do and how I felt about everything. And from that point on, you know, it basically started the repentance process with the church, which is kind of like it kind of reminds me of court. It's like a council type situation. It basically led to a whole lot more interviews and or questionings, like to get all the details of everything for him.
They also had to make sure that, like, because when they're going into this and they're thinking about everything, you know, you have to have the Spirit with you. And so, you know, there's a lot of praying going on, praying on the situation, praying on how to go about to talking to it, praying for me, praying for her, that I'm able to really become clean and let everything go. So there was a lot of prayers being said in that moment. So.
A lot. And so with that, come back for part 4.